20 is just a number. But the Taylor, it's big. Why? It's Taylor, I don't know. Why don't you go ask her? But she's making this a big deal. Why don't I make this a big deal? Yeah, I should. Well, let's get serious. I'm gonna take this off. Taylor loves this. When I first met Taylor, she was very excited to meet me because I was the Paul Moore on the video announcements. She could hardly speak. She was stunned that I was talking to her. Little old Miss Taylor Hodges. But then after getting over the shock, we became friends. But she was weary of me because of how she would get treated by other guys at the time, back in when we were in high school at Great Oak. I won't bring anything up out of respect for Taylor, but she was getting more and more comfortable with being around me and telling me things that she really wouldn't tell anyone else, except for the very few close friends that she had. And has still. She kept on telling me this, though, that she trusts very few guys, and that now I was one of them. One of the few. I think she needed to see in me and in herself that things are in the past, and I won't judge her, ever. Not from her past, not what's going on now, or ever in the future. And as well as, and to see if I didn't use her or anything else, any other reason, whatever. I don't know. But then one day I showed her a greater power that she needed. The power and love of Jesus Christ and God. I remember one day where she was getting frustrated about something that I won't mention, because it's private, personal. To me, and she asked me help with Hannah, who's our best friend. Like I said, I won't go into details, but there was a stronger connection between me, Taylor, and Hannah that day. That we became the bestest friends in the world. Nothing could break us apart. That is still a fact between me and Taylor. Sure, we haven't really talked to each other often lately because we're in entirely different states. I'm in Arizona, obviously she's in Texas. But as long as we keep each other in our thoughts and in our memories, we will always be together as friends, no matter what. But with me and Hannah, well, I'll say these two things. She has never left my thoughts these past 1.5 years since I moved. And I still have feelings for her. Taylor brought me closer to Hannah in many ways. Trying to bring me and her together, Taylor helping me with a ton of advice. And so much more I could say, but that would be boring for anyone else watching. And this is already getting off topic, but because of Taylor's help and desire to help me and Hannah to be together was so strong, I was doing things I normally would have never have done in my wildest dreams. I couldn't have done any of those things without Taylor's help. Taylor's the reason why I was able to show my feelings to Hannah in a more comprehensible way instead of just, oh, I have feelings and whatever. I couldn't really express it because it was difficult. Really difficult. And she understood it. And she saw how difficult it was for me, but she could tell that what I had was real. People have told me repeatedly to stop talking about her and stop having these feelings for Hannah because of things that they heard. Things that were entirely false. Taylor and very few other friends actually stood by me in my time of need. Taylor, I thank you from the absolute bottom of my heart for being there for me, being there for everything you have done for me, personal and anything else that we've done. I hope one day, sometime again, whenever we meet again in person, you'll just hang out, do whatever. But when I do see you again, prepare for the biggest hug of your life, Tater Tot. Yeah, that was dope. I love you with all of my heart, Taylor. And I hope you have a wonderful 20th birthday. Celebrate. Do whatever you want. Now, about Hannah.